About Japa.
Japa.
Yes. At the beginning, I was very, very excited. Really felt a lot. After a while, it, as you said, maybe neurological, maybe something else. I don't know why, but it became harder for me to get to this feeling.
She's a real devotee. It's hard for her to chant japa.
How can I help myself?
Yeah. It's true. I mean, it's very interesting because, like, in the beginning, you chant japa and it's a new thing, and oh my God, it's a natural high, and all that, and then after a while, it's just. Okay, here's how I analyze it.
Okay.
I know you'll be shocked to hear that I've thought about this and I've got my theory on it. But when we perform spiritual activities, like let's say we're talking now, this is spiritual activity. And so there are spiritual activities like we're talking now or eating, prasadam, that's a big one. Or even like singing and dancing, kirtan. There are many spiritual activities where on a human level, it's fun. Because here we are, apart from the fact that, service to Krishna, here we are, like I'm in Israel, it's a lot of fun for me. And I'm sitting here with some interesting, intelligent people, and we're talking about important things. So for me, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. I'm having a really good time. Especially the eating. The other stuff is okay, but the eating's really great. So, or kirtan. I mean, people, whether they're devotees or non-devotees, to get together with your friends and dance and play music, as people do that all over the world. When you get to japa, though, where's the material reward? It's, if you think about it, it's of all the spiritual things we do, eating prasadam, even like class or hearing an interesting philosophical discussion, talking to each other, dancing, all these things, it's the japa, which probably offers, hardly any recognizable material reward. And so in that sense, it's actually the real crucible, it's the real test, because it's just you and Krishna. It's just you and Krishna. The music is stopped, no one's dancing, you're not even eating, you're not with your friends, it's just you and Krishna. And there's no material reward. It's interesting because Prabhupada, in the initiation vow he gave, you have to promise to chant 16 rounds, just the four kind of out of control principles, avoid those four things. Mm-hmm. And then there's the japa. Even though Prabhupada said, read my books, but to be initiated, he didn't say promise to read my books, he didn't say promise to do kirtan. It was japa. That's the one thing you have to promise to do. It's the only thing that you have to promise to do. There's four things you don't do. There's only one thing to do, to promise to be initiated, and it's japa. Which is, and yet, so, because it's the one act, like you could be at a kirtan. You could be at a kirtan, let's say, singing and dancing, doing the Hare Krishna shuffle. You could be at a kirtan, and I've seen it. I'm sure I've seen it. And people are just like wildly dancing and everything, but they may not be thinking of Krishna. Again, not at Harish, because Harish really is a great community. It's a wonderful community. But I've been in different places where people are running up and down the temple room and spinning in circles and but it somehow is not reminding me of Krishna. They're saying Hare Krishna, but it's like they're really having a good time. They're just into it. Mm-hmm. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and so So in kirtan, I could say, if you are in the right mood, even if you're not thinking of Krishna, people can quote unquote get into it. Or eating, I mean, no comment. Whatever you're thinking of, if the prasadam's good. And all those things, or even like a philosophical discussion, it's interesting from time to time, but japa, the only way you can enjoy japa is if you're really Krishna conscious. Do you know what japa is?
My job?
Oh, what japa? What we're talking
Japa?
about?
I asked what is Japa. I didn't know.
Oh, yes, when we...
Now I know what.
Yeah.
I don't have any relationships with Japa. I don't understand.
Oh, japa is like our personal meditation.
I understand, but it doesn't talk to me.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Actually, in every tradition, they have some kind of personal meditation, which would sort of be the same idea.
The Arab sheikhs, they are always sitting with this.
Yeah, Greece, they call it worry beads.
Worry beads.
Yeah. But, so the japa, you can't fake it. And you can't enjoy it for the wrong reason. It's really, either you're thinking of Krishna, really thinking of Krishna, or you don't want to do it. Because the only possible pleasure, I mean, when you first start chanting japa, it's just you start to feel this relief from the material world and all that. But once you're kind of relieved, you're like officially relieved. And then the only pleasure in japa is just to be with Krishna. Chant the name of God. There's nothing else there. And so in that sense, it's, if we accept that we should do japa as a spiritual practice, as an exercise, then in a sense it forces us to really be more serious. And because Krishna's in his name, and so it's your quality time alone with Krishna. But if you're not in the mood for quality time alone with Krishna, then it'll just be boring. So, but if we understand that, then if on a particular day we're not in the mood for japa, we know why. Then we know that that's a really clear signal that I'm forgetting Krishna, or I'm forgetting who Krishna is. And so our boredom or disinclination is like a really good warning sign. It's like when you're on the highway, I don't know if they have it in Israel, but probably somewhere in America, if you're on a high-speed highway and they have on the side these groups, so if you go off, your car starts to vibrate. Because that's to wake you up. Or tell you you're off. And so in a sense, if we don't feel like chanting japa, but we know why, then it's a great warning to get us back on track.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not automatically fun. I mean, prasadam is automatically fun.
Yeah. I don't think I looked at it as fun or not fun, but really I looked at it as a connection with God.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes
That's what I meant in California. Fun just means anything positive.
Positive.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly what you're saying. Yeah, I don't mean chant japa just to have, fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's exactly what you said, that it's the idea that it's something important that's really going to enrich my life and carry me forward.
Yes. It did.
Yeah.
It does, but yeah.
Well, it's interesting because we get to a certain plateau. It's like, if you think about it, even physically or emotionally, let's say like when you're climbing a mountain, you climb for a while, then you just come to a point and you rest. Or you just don't want to climb, you need to rest. And everything's like that. That's why God created the worlds. There was night and day, because we just need time off. And so sometimes we reach a certain plateau in Krishna consciousness, and then we need a little time to... I mean, that's just in the real world. I've always chanted 16 rounds, I never stop it. But I think the intensity of our spiritual practice may go through cycles of a lot of effort and then resting.